Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come, 180! Not today, you won't. Not today.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Come, 180! 29's the mic. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
I'm coming up to you.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that, defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Ready.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Come on, D. Put up. 58 to Mike. 58. Put up.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch the pass. 48 Mike. 4 down.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape, And in previous games, that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Fire.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. First down, Greer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set up. 8, read.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Let go.
After the run, Greer going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
At the 33-yard line.
Got it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 26, check 26. Slam, slam. Say.
Rock it. Smooth. Deep grip.
Greer on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
General West.
Twist.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Hey, watch the slant.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Ready.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Go.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
You better bring it. You 61. Matchbox lights. Right now, you better bring it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
10 logo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
They'll run with Barber. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Come on,
2nd and goal from the 1.
15 line.
Check. Fresno. Watch the edge.
5.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's going to be a long... Hey, 18. It's going to be a long day. 44 to Mike. 44. Check.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Double up.
Now it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Right on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Check 3. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 44. Ran. 44. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
It's a gain of 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
180.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Echo.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Trubisky. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 17-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hey, alert.
Mike Spoke.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Alert.
Check 25.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Whip.
Topper! Hit it.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time now.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's get off the field.
Watch that.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's good for 28 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
Here we go.
They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Trubisky. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
180. Bend it. Bend it. Check it out, Reed.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They come out here in the I. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 5-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Hey, 18. Mike, 44.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This, a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Jam.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 48's to Mike.
Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an alley to run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Shift. Clear. Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
58, right there. Here we go.
X3. 218, chop it. 5.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now a first down throw, Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air. Greer on second down. Able to get this to Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Now Trubisky to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Sharks got it, left side.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Quick dad, quick dad.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Shoot.
From the 44, Greer. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Let go.
Throwing on third down, Greer sets up the screen to Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ready. 80 weapon.
Hey, tight.
Get it.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Ready.
Now on second and 13, Greer. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert 3.
Ready to go.
On third down, it's Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Dante Hightower on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Completes it to Lee. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call it?
The receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
180!
44. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Lock in, lock in.
44 is the mic. 44 is my.
Move.
I got one.
Hey, wahoo!
Trubisky to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
65. 49, guys. Mike, 49. No. Off. Check 43. Check the backer. Slam.
Ran.
Again, it's Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
I got you. I got you.
Ready, snap.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Blue draw quarters. Fire.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 43 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill.
General West.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. It's Williams on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Go.
58, boy. 58. 58. It's Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On first down, it's Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Let's get it.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun on third down, Greer gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you. 58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go one more.
Once again, it's Barber. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. Got Gordon open, completes it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm scared.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
60 out
At the 36-yard line.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
From the contact. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All day, every day, any day.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the Hail Mary. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete.